Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Librarian. My name is Amanda Corbett. I am the assistant manager here at the Riverdale branch, and that's where we're shooting today from live. I'd love to share some different programs that we have going on this March. We do have one-on-ones. They're every Wednesday. They get full very quickly. Therefore, if you have computer problems, you can call and register. It's from 10 to noon. We also have a job fair with Goodwill coming up. Well, that's March 9th, and that'll be from 10 to 2. We'd love to see you on March 9th. Bring those resumes out. On March 15th, we have a Microsoft Excel class, Digital Equity. That's from 10 to 12. Also on Thursdays, we do have 2 different story times from 10 to 11 and 4 to 5. Again, we'd love to see you at any of the programs at the Riverdale branch. Here is our interim director to tell us more, Mr. Scott. Hi.
Good morning. How you doing, man? Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with a Librarian. What we got this morning?
Good morning.
Hello.
Okay, ready for the board. Question number 1. Will the library system go back to 7 branches?
It is my goal and expectation that the Jonesboro Library branch that was recently decommissioned and essentially done away with, we will have a replacement Jonesboro Library. And so that will bring us back to the original 7, but I also have plans and would like to grow even larger than that. So stay tuned. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That's good to get because I like libraries. The next question. Are there resources to help nonprofits at the library?
When we say resources, we have a lot of online resources, databases, online resources of that nature. I don't know if we have any in-house staff that can currently help folks with establishing nonprofits, things of that nature. However, it's something that we can definitely look to partner with outside agencies or other outside partners who could come in and lend their expertise. So we can definitely add that and have some follow-up.
Question number 3. When is the next career fair at headquarters?
Great question. Great question. On March the 22nd, we will have another career fair at the headquarters library. As you heard Amanda mention a moment ago, there's one scheduled for this week on the 9th here at Riverdale. We are really doing and making a concerted effort to offer employment to our community and residents of Clayton County. Specifically speaking though about the one at headquarters, in preparation for that, we have staff who are going to be offering what we're calling young adult career prep classes. We've noticed that at some of the job fairs that we've currently or we've already had, we had a fair amount of success with folks getting hired on the spot, and we want that to continue. But for those that aren't as successful, we are evaluating what's happening and the reason why they're not as successful as maybe some of the others. So we're offering these classes, and during these classes, we will talk about searching for the proper job. We'll also assist patrons or community members with resume writing. And I think one of the real important things is just how do you present yourself in front of a potential employer? So dressing for success or dress for success. And there's a lot more covered in those classes, but those are pretty much 3 of the highlights of the main things that we will discuss and cover during those classes. And hopefully it will make folks coming out to these career fairs much more marketable and their chances for success and getting hired that much greater.
The policy for electronic resources, has that been updated or is it the same? Are patrons able to check out hotspots as soon as they get a library card?
Good question. Good question. Hotspots, Entrepreneur in a Bag kits are available for checkout. we have a couple of different policies, one of which affects the electronic device checkout that we're currently revising, and it has not been updated yet, but the devices and the kits are still available for checkout. The staff at each location will work with the patrons on that checkout in the criteria around the checkout. So please don't hesitate to check your local branch for any one of those devices. And while we're on that, if I can also mention, very soon we will have Chromebooks or laptop devices that will also be available for checkout to the patrons. So we were very fortunate to receive a grant through the governor's office. And so we will have Chromebook devices that we will make available for checkout patrons very soon. We're getting them inventoried and processed at the moment. So stay tuned and pay attention to our website for when that release date will happen.
Okay, that's good to know. Digital equity classes, are we still having those at the various branches?
Absolutely, very good question. Fridays at headquarters, and starting this Friday, I think the 10th, for the next consecutive weeks, we will have digital equity classes at the headquarters branch. One of the ones I think scheduled for the 10th, it's called the Affordable Connectivity Program. And those who attend and meet criteria can receive discounts for, is it electronic devices such as cell phones, things of that nature. So stay tuned and again, pay close attention to the website where you can find more details and information about those classes. But very exciting, and those are very relative to our community. We've partnered with our Clayton County IT department to make these classes available, not just at headquarters, but some of our other locations as well.
Is there anything that you would like community to know at this time about the library system?
There's so much going on. Again, and I will direct patrons to our website to stay current on our social media as well, our social media platforms. Please pay attention to those if you've not already signed up. And again, I mentioned the Chromebooks. We have the other electronic devices, the entrepreneur and bag devices. Our programs, we're about to get geared up for our summer reading program. And so each of our locations will have programs for the children as well as the adults for our summer reading program coming up. So stay tuned, and I think that's about it right now. Do we have any additional questions?
One other question, will headquarters be a polling place on the day of elections?
Oh, let me get back to you. I know that for early voting, headquarters was not a location, but I think for the day of the special election, I think we will be. But let me verify, and we'll put something up on the website too, or at least on social media. Yeah, good question.
1 second.
Mhm.
Okay, I think that completes our program for the day.
Well, do we have any additional questions
None
online?
online right now.
Okay. You sure my mother hasn't sent something? She said that she would, but yeah, I'll have to get on for that one later.
We have 2 viewers, so with someone else. So,
And we have a guest in the audience. Would you have any comments or questions or?
I saw it on, I think I saw this on Facebook or something.
Okay.
I thought it'd be interesting just to come in. I don't drink coffee, but
We have tea, we have
I love
water.
tea, so I get some tea, but I
Okay.
just wanted to, just see what was going on
Sure.
in our community.
Okay. A lot of the questions that were submitted earlier, we've covered, but if there are any that specifically you might have, or after taping, if you'd like to
Okay.
discuss offline, we can definitely do that.
Thank you.
And you live in the Riverdale area?
I actually live in Morrow.
Okay, fantastic,
Yeah,
fantastic.
I'm in Clayton County, so anytime the library, I'm trying to just make sure I get to all of
That's sure.
the activities.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for stopping by.
Oh, no worries, this is good stuff.
Our next Coffee with the Library will be in April. It's always the first Monday. And that location, I believe is the Lovejoy, but you can always go online and see our flyer. That'll say exactly what we'll be.
Absolutely. So the first Monday of the month, we will be doing Coffee with the Librarian. And again, we will be going to different branches. Lovejoy is always a very nice one. We have a large group of seniors, Ray's Old School Corner, and they come out and we have a great time. And so stay tuned, and thank you again for this episode of Coffee with the Librarian. We'll see you next time.